I've had a lot of friends. I've had a lot of friendships that I thought that they were actually going to last forever. And sometimes I've actually had, and I still do have friends that I never thought I would actually be friends with, but somehow, some way, they're still a part of my life. And we've been friends for over, more than a decade now, I guess. And that is insane to me, that I think about sometimes, that I never thought that I would actually meet people the way that I did, whether it be through school or college or through work or any walk of life, really. But it eventually happened, and I'm grateful that it happened, and I'm also pretty upset about like all the friends that I've lost over the years as well. And I think for me, I've always tried to like rationalize what exactly did I do to deserve betrayal, or maybe even just just losing out on a friendship, or just maybe even drifting apart from certain people. And the answer really just comes down to that it was just, it's time. Like, the friendship has kind of just ran its course, and there's really no rationalizing anything. And that kind of is the harsh reality of just whenever you're dealing with people as well. You can go ahead and try your best to actually rationalize the actions of every single person that comes into your life, or every single person that leaves your life as well. But really, there is no rationalizing emotions. There's no rationalizing people leaving you. And the more that you try to dwell on those things, the more you'll actually find yourself just kind of going insane as well. What do I mean when I say you kind of keep on going insane? I mean that you keep on overthinking, you keep on thinking about why did you deserve this pain that you're going through at the moment. And really, there is no answer to that. Some people just decide to get up and leave, and you kind of just have to let them. It doesn't make it any easier just knowing that, like, hey, somebody can just get up and leave at any given point in your life. No, it doesn't. But it makes you understand the reality of dealing with people, of dealing with relationships, of dealing with friendships, of dealing with heartbreak, with love, with basically anything, even just platonic friendships as well. And the quicker that you realize this, the easier it'll actually be for you as well. Now, obviously, as a teenager, I understand that it's probably your first time going through some things like this. And you're probably wondering, what exactly did you do wrong? What could you do better in a friendship? And the answer is really nothing. If you were not a bad person to them, if you treated them well, if you, did not just like argue with them, or were just not toxic to them, there's really nothing that you could potentially do to make people stay in your life. And that is one thing that I feel like everybody needs to understand, that just like you have free will, everybody else has free will as well. Just like you at any given day can leave any relationship, you can leave any friendship that you do not deem beneficial to you, that you do not deem necessary to your life, or you actually consider them to be harmful to your life. You can leave that, and just so anybody else can as well. Now, you probably are trying to rationalize why you want to leave a certain friendship or a certain relationship, and you want to make sure that you actually give them a proper reason to. But people are just not like that. You need to understand that sometimes people just move on. Sometimes you need to understand that relationships and friendships just run their course. And there's really no point in letting those friendships and letting those people and letting those relationships actually hold you back. Because that's typically what we end up doing. We stay attached to relationships as well, just because we feel like we've invested so much time and energy into this person or into this friendship, so we don't want to back out anymore. And really, that's just the sunken cost fallacy. The sunken cost fallacy is basically just saying, if you've invested $1,000 into something, you don't obviously want that money to go to waste somewhere, so you're just going to keep on pouring money into it just so you can save that $1,000 in the hopes of that you'll eventually recoup your money. You'll obviously see this a lot with investments, you'll see this a lot with stock trading, and you'll see this obviously a lot in just relationships and friendships as well. Obviously, there's really no tangible cost that you could possibly think of when it comes to relationships and friendships, obviously aside from the monetary aspect of going out with them and whatnot. But really, it's just all about your heart, it's all about your emotions. The quicker you let the sunken cost fallacy just go over your head, just accept reality for what it is. Just accept that people can also choose to not be a part of your life anymore. And as much as it breaks your heart, sometimes you just have to accept that there is no particular reason for it. Sometimes people are going to ghost you. that's okay. Sometimes people are going to leave their friendship behind because they found somebody new that they can invest their time in. Maybe it's a girlfriend, maybe it's a boyfriend, whatever it is. But these are the realities of life. And this is something that we all have to deal with. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to hold a grudge against this person. You should always be forgiving, but you also have to make sure that you are also moving on with your life, that you're moving on to whatever it is next for you. Maybe it's going to the gym, maybe it's meeting new people, maybe it's going out to parties, maybe it's focusing on your religion. Whatever the case might be, you need to make sure that you're actually doing the best that you possibly can to advance yourself personally, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, career wise, really anything that you can possibly think of. So just know that while it is a harsh reality of people, just know you're gonna be just fine. And just know, just like you lost one friendship today, tomorrow you'll probably make a new one. So you'll never be alone. Just like somebody can decide to walk out of your life at any given point in time, somebody can also choose to walk into your life as well. But you need to be accepting of that still. Anyways, guys, this was the Daily Lessons Podcast, episode 133. I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button because I make videos like this all the time, and I would really appreciate your support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.